The Santa Lucia Mountains rise dramatically from the California coastline, their rugged peaks piercing the sky. These mountains are not just a geographical feature, they're a testament to the raw, untamed beauty of nature. These peaks stand as silent guardians, overlooking the vast expanse of the Pacific Ocean. The interplay between the land and sea creates a breathtaking vista that has inspired countless artists and adventurers. The range stretches for miles, cloaked in dense forests and shrouded in mist. These forests are home to a diverse array of flora and fauna, each playing a role in the delicate ecosystem that thrives here. For centuries, tales have been whispered about strange occurrences within these hills. The fog that often blankets the area adds an air of mystery, making it a perfect setting for folklore and ghost stories. The Santa Lucia Mountains have long been a place of mystery and wonder. Their remote and rugged terrain has kept many secrets hidden from the world, fueling the imaginations of those who dare to explore. Native American tribes held these mountains as sacred. They believed that the spirits of their ancestors resided here, watching over the land and its people. Spanish explorers told stories of the unusual sights they encountered. Their journals are filled with accounts of strange lights and unexplained phenomena, adding to the mystique of the region. To this day, hikers and adventurers are drawn to the area's beauty and its enigmatic nature. But some say there are things here best left undisturbed. The untouched areas of the mountains hold an eerie silence, as if guarding secrets that are not meant to be uncovered. Deep within these mountains, a legend persists, one that speaks of shadowy figures watching from the heights. Whether these are spirits, guardians, or something else entirely remains a mystery that continues to captivate the imagination. In today's episode, we will dive into tales of mysterious entities that are said to roam the Santa Lucia Mountains, the terrifying legend of the Dark Watchers. Those who claim to have seen the Dark Watchers describe them in similar ways. These mysterious entities have been part of local folklore for generations, their presence both feared and revered. The figures are said to be abnormally tall, towering over the landscape like silent sentinels. Their height alone is enough to instill a sense of awe and trepidation in those who encounter them. They are always shrouded in darkness, their features obscured by the shadows. This perpetual concealment adds to their enigmatic nature, making it nearly impossible to discern any details about their appearance. Witnesses describe them as wearing wide-brimmed hats, a distinctive feature that sets them apart from any known beings. These hats cast deep shadows over their faces, further hiding their identities. Long, flowing cloaks seem to billow around them, even in still air. The cloaks move as if animated by an unseen force, adding to the surreal and otherworldly aura that surrounds these figures. The Watchers are often spotted in the late afternoon or early evening. This time of day, with its lengthening shadows and fading light, seems to be when they are most active, blending seamlessly into the twilight. As the sun begins its descent, casting long shadows across the landscape, these figures emerge. The interplay of light and shadow at dusk creates the perfect conditions for their appearance, making them seem like phantoms born of the twilight. Some have reported seeing them carrying staffs. These staffs, often described as gnarled and ancient, add to the mystique of the Watchers, suggesting they may possess some form of arcane knowledge or power. Others say they simply stand motionless, their forms barely discernible against the darkening sky. This stillness can be unnerving, as if they are silently observing, waiting for some unknown event to unfold. There is an air of ancient wisdom about them, a sense that they have witnessed the passage of time for centuries. Their presence evokes a feeling of timelessness, as if they are guardians of secrets long forgotten by the modern world. The Santa Lucia Mountains stretch along the California coast from Monterey County up through central San Luis Obispo County. In the early days of the state, they presented a challenge to the Spanish explorers making their way to the ocean. As these explorers made their way up the mountains in the 1700s, they reported seeing the dark figures and named them Los Vigilantes Oscuros, literally the Dark Watchers. Later, as American settlers made their way over the mountains, they too reported the feeling of being watched from above. The Dark Watchers are most often sighted in the more remote, less traveled areas. They prefer the high peaks and ridges. Here they can look out over the valleys below, their presence unseen by most. Hikers and campers have reported seeing the Watchers along the trails that wind through the mountains. Ranchers and farmers have claimed to spot them from a distance, keeping a watchful eye on their livestock, but always the Watchers maintain their distance. They seem content to observe from afar, their motives as mysterious as their true nature. The most unsettling aspect of the Dark Watchers is their unwavering gaze. Those who have encountered these figures say the Watchers seem to stare directly at them. Their eyes, though hidden by shadow, seem to penetrate the soul, yet the Watchers never approach. They simply observe. Some believe their gaze is one of protection, that they are guardians of the mountains. Others believe their intentions are more sinister. Whispers through time. Stories of the Dark Watchers have circulated for centuries. Native American legends speak of supernatural beings inhabiting the Santa Lucia Mountains. These beings were said to possess great power and wisdom. They were both respected and feared. When Spanish missionaries arrived in the 18th century, they too recorded encounters with strange, shadowy figures in the mountains. These accounts were often dismissed as superstition or the product of overactive imaginations. But the stories persisted, passed down through generations, becoming ingrained in the lore of the region. The Chumash connection. The Chumash people, indigenous to the Santa Lucia region, have a long and storied history with these mountains. They believe the mountains are inhabited by spirits, both benevolent and malevolent. Could the Dark Watchers be a manifestation of these ancient beliefs? The Chumash tell tales of supernatural beings who dwell in the high peaks. These beings are said to watch over the land and its people. They are seen as protectors, but also as powerful forces that should not be trifled with. The similarities between these ancient stories and modern-day accounts of the Dark Watchers are striking. Seeking the truth. Over the years, many theories have been proposed to explain the Dark Watchers phenomenon. Some believe the figures are nothing more than optical illusions. The play of light and shadow on the rugged mountain slopes can create strange and deceptive images. Others suggest the Watchers are the result of sleep deprivation or dehydration. Hikers and campers, pushing their limits in the challenging terrain, may be more susceptible to hallucinations. Could the thin air at higher altitudes be playing tricks on the mind? Illusions of the mind. Another theory contends that the Dark Watchers are a form of pareidolia. Pareidolia is the tendency for the human brain to perceive meaningful patterns in random or vague stimuli. We see faces in clouds, animals in star constellations, and perhaps shadowy figures on distant mountainsides. Infrasound low-frequency sound waves below the range of human hearing has also been suggested as a possible explanation. Infrasound can cause feelings of unease, anxiety, and even hallucinations. Could natural infrasound in the Santa Lucia Mountains be responsible for the sightings? An enduring enigma. Despite all attempts at rational explanation, the legend of the Dark Watchers persists. These shadowy figures, often seen standing motionless on the ridges of the Santa Lucia Mountains, have been a source of intrigue for centuries. The stories continue to be told, passed down from one generation to the next. Around campfires and in hushed whispers, the tales of the Dark Watchers are shared, each storyteller adding their own touch to the enduring myth. The enduring mystery of these shadowy figures continues to capture the imagination. They appear and disappear without a trace, leaving behind only questions and a sense of wonder. Perhaps there is something inherently human in our fascination with the unknown. We are drawn to the unexplained, to the stories that challenge our understanding of the world. We crave explanations, yet we're also drawn to the mysteries that defy logic and reason. The Dark Watchers are a perfect example of this paradox, standing as silent sentinels over the landscape. The Dark Watchers, with their silent vigilance and enigmatic presence, embody this duality. They are both a part of the natural world and something beyond it, a bridge between the known and the unknown. They are a reminder that some things in this world may forever remain beyond our understanding. Their presence challenges us to accept that not everything can be explained, and that sometimes the mystery itself is the most compelling part of the story. And perhaps that is what makes them so compelling. The Dark Watchers invite us to ponder the unknown, to embrace the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach, and to find beauty in the unanswered questions. This concludes today's episode of the Paranormal Report. If you enjoyed today's episode, please give us a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel. It is due to your continued viewership and support that we are able to bring you interesting and informative videos like this. The team here at the Paranormal Report really appreciates your support.